Welcome to Hollywood Star Celebrity, your spotlight on the stars. Today, we're diving into the iconic movie Fame, 1980. Let's see where the cast is now in 2025. Lee Curreri, Bruno. Lee Curreri played Bruno Martelli in Fame, 1980. The shy but talented keyboard prodigy who struggled with authority and found comfort in music. His character stood out for bringing a modern, electronic sound to the High School of Performing Arts. Born on January 4, 1961, in the Bronx, New York, Lee was 19 years old when the film premiered. Now in 2025, he's 64, and while he stepped back from acting, he continued working behind the scenes in music, composing, and producing. Barth, Angelo. Barth portrayed Angelo Martelli, Bruno's supportive but old-school father who struggled to understand his son's passion for modern music. Known for his gruff voice and tough exterior, Angelo brought heart and realism to the story's family dynamic. Born on September 29, 1931, Eddie was 48 years old during filming. Although he passed away in 2010 at the age of 78, his memorable performance still resonates with fans in 2025, and he remains affectionately remembered as Mr. Gravel for his distinctive voice. Laura Dean, Lisa. Laura Dean took on the role of Lisa Monroe, a dedicated dancer battling self-doubt and the pressures of performing at a top art school. Her character's journey reflected the emotional highs and lows of chasing a dream in the spotlight. Born on May 27, 1963, in New York City, Laura was just 17 years old at the time. Now, in 2025, she celebrates her 62nd birthday, and fans still admire her graceful presence and the vulnerability she brought to the screen. Boyd Gaines, Michael. Boyd Gaines played Michael, a drama teacher who served as a steady and inspiring presence for students navigating the intense world of performance arts. With a calm demeanor and a genuine passion for mentoring, his role added a layer of wisdom to the story. Born on May 11, 1953, in Atlanta, Georgia, Boyd was 27 years old during filming. Now, in 2025, he is 72, with a respected career that spans stage and screen, and his early work still holds a special place in fans' memories. Antonia Franceschi, Hilary. Antonia Franceschi portrayed Hilary Van Doren, a disciplined and ambitious ballet dancer from a privileged background, determined to succeed no matter the personal cost. Her character stood out for her elegance, focus, and emotional complexity. Born on March 30, 1960, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Antonia was 20 years old at the time. As of 2025, she is 65, and after the film, she continued to shine in the world of dance as both a performer and choreographer, earning respect across the globe. Albert Hague, Shorofsky. In Fame, 1980, Albert Hague portrayed Mr. Shorofsky, the stern but passionate music teacher at the High School of Performing Arts. With his no-nonsense approach and deep love for classical music, Shorofsky became a guiding force for young artists chasing their dreams. At the time of the film's release, Hague was 59 years old. Were he alive today in 2025, he would be 104. Joanna Merlin, Miss BErg. Joanna Merlin played Miss BErg, the poised and compassionate drama teacher who nurtured young talent with wisdom and quiet strength. Her character offered both encouragement and discipline, helping students navigate the emotional demands of performance. Merlin was 49 when the film was released, bringing authenticity and warmth to the role. If she were still with us in 2025, she would be 94. Paul McCrane, Montgomery. Paul McCrane took on the role of Montgomery, a sensitive and introspective student struggling to find his place among the vibrant energy of performing arts school. Quiet and thoughtful, Montgomery's journey touched on themes of identity and self-acceptance, bringing emotional depth to the ensemble. McCrane was just 19 at the time, young, raw, and perfectly cast. In 2025, he is 64 years old. And Meara, Mrs. Sherwood. And Meara portrayed Mrs. Sherwood, the tough yet caring English teacher who demanded excellence from her students both in and out of the classroom. Often the voice of reason, she reminded the aspiring performers that academics mattered just as much as talent. Meara was 50 when she stepped into the role with her signature blend of wit and warmth. Had she lived to see 2025, she would be 95. Barry Miller, Ralph. In Fame, 1980, Barry Miller portrayed Ralph Garcia, a streetwise, sharp-tongued, aspiring stand-up comedian navigating the challenges of New York's High School of Performing Arts. At the time of filming, Miller was 22 years old, bringing raw energy and emotional depth to Ralph's journey through pain, humor, and self-discovery. As of 2025, Barry Miller is 67 years old. Jean Anthony Ray, Leroy. Jean Anthony Ray lit up the screen as Leroy Johnson, a fiercely talented and rebellious dancer whose raw passion and street-born style set him apart at the Performing Arts School. Just 17 when the movie was released in 1980, Ray brought an electrifying authenticity to the role, shaped by his own background in Harlem. Had he lived, he would be 63 years old in 2025. Maureen Teefy, Doris. Maureen Teefy played Doris Finzecker, a shy, sheltered girl with a sweet voice who slowly blossoms into a confident performer as she finds her place among bold personalities. Her transformation is tender and relatable, capturing the vulnerability of self-discovery. Teefy was 26 years old during filming, and in 2025, she is now 71. Richard Belzer, M.C. Richard Belzer made a brief but memorable appearance as the MC, hosting a lively talent show with his signature wit and cool detachment, adding a touch of seasoned showbiz flair to the youthful energy around him. He was 35 years old at the time, already honing the dry humor that would define his career. In 2025, 2 years after his passing, Belzer would have been 81. Debbie Allen, Lydia. Debbie Allen brought intensity and elegance to the role of Lydia Grant, a tough, passionate dance instructor who demanded excellence and discipline, famously warning students, "Fame costs." At 30 years old during filming, Allen's commanding presence made Lydia unforgettable. In 2025, she is 75 and remains a celebrated force in the world of dance and entertainment. Irene Cara, Coco. In Fame, 1980, Irene Cara portrayed Coco Hernandez, a fiercely talented and ambitious student at New York's High School of Performing Arts, chasing her dreams of stardom with passion and vulnerability. At just 21 years old during filming, Cara infused Coco with raw emotion and determination, making her one of the film's most memorable characters. Were she alive today in 2025, Irene Cara would be 66 years old, remembered fondly for a role that inspired generations of performers. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us in the comments which movie cast you want to see next. Your favorite could be in our next video.